Okay, welcome everyone to DES 103. I'm Shannon McNamara. I'm actually a graphic arts instructor and I'm an FPA here at Independence University. But for this mod in this class, I am going to be your lab instructor. And Laura is actually your instructor. She's going to pop in a bit to say hello. She's just over in her Zoom room to make sure that she can send people over here in case if they go to the wrong Zoom room. But I'm going to turn on my camera for just a second so I can say hi to everyone. So hold on one moment so I can find it. Here we go. All right. So welcome everyone. I'm Shannon McNamara. So some of you might know me from the Facebook videos that I do, which is great because I actually recognize a whole bunch of you guys from over there. So I'm super excited to have you in class this mod. This week is going to be a little bit weird schedule-wise because Thanksgiving. Friday is also a holiday for the school. And normally when it comes to my schedule, I usually take Fridays off and Sundays off. But because we have a holiday day, I'm still going to take my scheduled day off. I'm just going to take it on a Saturday. So I personally will be out Thursday through Sunday of this week, but I have posted in the announcements for the course my Zoom hours, and I have some hours tomorrow morning if anyone needs any extra help. And I will have some hours tonight as well. So please check the announcements in the course. So I really am excited to be working with you guys this mod. I hope that you guys are excited to start to learn a new program, Illustrator. And even if some of you have some experience in Illustrator prior to this course, it's still a great course because we're going to be doing some fun projects and you'll find that you'll have some great portfolio pieces. Now, with that being said, this is an introductory class, so please do not be scared, okay? We realize that for 99.999% of you, that, oh, if someone isn't muted, I can on my end. Hold on 1 second. Mute everyone. There we go. I don't have my headset on while I was talking, so there we go. So yes, so for everyone, we realize that this is probably the first time that you have opened up Illustrator as a program. So keep that in mind. No one is looking for perfection here. What we are looking for is that you're trying to learn to use the program. That's really what we're looking for. So each of the live lectures, we're going to be doing tons of demos with you guys because we realize that's the easiest way to learn. Also, I will be sharing with you in the announcements little chunked up videos that will help you as well. So you need to make sure that you are reading the announcements every day in the course. Look around the course. I'm going to go over where different things are located in the course, but that is going to be the only way that you're going to find things and know where to find things. So with that being said, I'm going to turn off my camera and we'll hop into the course, and then we're also going to do a bunch of demos today. So this is going to be a really fun live session. Please don't skip through things. Try to watch the whole thing, and let's get in there. Just quit out of this. All right, so let's take a quick peek at our course. Now you'll notice when I click on the screen, you should be able to see with the red dot where it is that I'm clicking. I have a new little program that I'm using, and I figured it would make it a little bit easier to show everyone kind of where everything is. You know, where I'm clicking on the screen, especially when I'm doing the demo. So I just wanted to point that out to you right now. If you're in the live session, you know where the live session tab is, but that's also where we're going to put the recordings, is right here in the live session tab. You'll be able to find them in here. So there is a pre-recorded lecture for this week. Please make sure that you are watching the pre-recorded lectures. You can see that it goes over a lot of information that you're going to need to know. Also on the homepage, you can find the pre-recorded lectures in the readings and videos. You can find how to find us in the bio tab. And you can get to the Student Success Center right through the Student Success Center tab. Now, as I was saying, make sure that you are reading the announcements every day. So let's go and take a look at what we have for announcements. Number one, a welcome from Laura. As I stated, she is the instructor. This mod, I am just filling in today for the live lecture, and I am going to be your lab instructor. But also, there is a you must read this announcement and take this quiz. So right from the announcements, please read this over. It goes over what the course expectations are for you. It tells you where things are located in the course. And then at the end, there is a short ungraded quiz that you need to take. So please, if you haven't done that, please make sure to go in and do that. Also, right from within Canvas, you can message us directly and we can message you. If your inbox shows that you have 455 messages in there, that means that you're not reading your messages from your instructors. We get in touch with you if something is changing in the course, if we have some resources to help you out, or if you are missing things and we're trying to just find out where you are and if there's a problem. So please make sure that you are reading your emails. Now, there are multi-sessions in all of the level 100 classes. So if you go into this 100 level multi-session tab, it shows you the schedule, but I actually put the schedule in my slides for today, so I'm not going to download that PDF right now. Also, I have shared with you my Zoom room hours and then some graphics to help explain our weekly expectations with you. Let's take a look and see about week 1, what is expected. So if you click right on the homepage, if you click on week 1, this is how you get to the introduce yourself discussion. It doesn't show up on the week 1. Oh, great. Laura is going to put the Student Success Center times in the announcements today as well. So you can see right in here, Laura said hello to everyone. And you can see that I have posted a video. James said hi. Legina said hi. Charlene said hi. Maria said hi. So again, you know, it's a great place for you to go in and meet your fellow students. You know, we don't get to see each other in a physical classroom, so you're going to see the same names pop up, you know, from class to class to class. So it's really great to start a rapport with your fellow students. We also have a week 1 discussion, which I will go over in more detail after. We have a week 1 assignment, which I will go over in more detail after. And we have a week 1 assessment, which is a quiz. There are 9 questions. It is worth 50 points, and there is no time limit. So that means you can take your time and you can make sure that you have the correct answer. Don't feel like you have a ticking clock waiting for you to get your work, you know, get your answers in. All right, let's go back over into my slides and take a look at our agenda for today. So we went over the welcome, introductions, the announcements. We took a little bit of a look at the course where we did a week 1 overview. And then I'm also going to talk more about some expectations, but we're going to have a lot of demoing today, really getting into Illustrator so you can feel more confident in the program. So Laura, do you want me to stop my share and you can share your screen, or do you just want to say hi? Okay.
Hi everybody. I'm Laura. I'm Laura Schlater. I'm out of town, so that I have a laptop, and it's really hard to do demos on a laptop. So I have big screens at home. But welcome, and Shannon and I are your team, and we are here to help you. We are here to pester you. You will get lots of emails from us when we are looking for your work, and it is all friendly, and it is all because we want to see you succeed. It's 4 weeks, and it goes by really fast. So if you get behind, we're here to like cheerlead you on so that you can get caught up. And we're also we want you to succeed. Illustrator's fun. We both love it, and we love to show you how to do it, and we want you to play in it. So take your time and enjoy each assignment because they're really, really fun. And you can text me until 8 o'clock at night. I'm in the Central Time Zone. And after that, you can email me. And Shannon and I get back to you pretty quick. So you don't have to worry about anything. And tell us if there's something going on, because we can help you, I promise. And I will turn it back over to Shannon. And thank you so much, Shannon.
No problem, anytime. Yes, so you can also text me as well. In the About Your Instructor, if you click on that tab, you can see Laura's phone number is right there. And I mean, there is an office phone number, but please feel free to use my cell phone. Honestly, I have my cell phone on me, and the office numbers sometimes get a little finicky. So please feel free to use my cell phone. Texting is completely okay. Just make sure that you put your name in a text to either of us so we know who you are. Lots of numbers will just come up, and we don't always know exactly who you are when it comes up. Also, just note that I'm located in Eastern Standard Time Zone, so please be aware of the time zone change. I do set my phone to silent at night, so I won't get back to you after, sometimes after 6, sometimes after 8, sometimes after 10. So just be aware when you're trying to get in touch with me, you'll probably hear back from me if it's later at night in the morning. So if you are completely new to this, and maybe you haven't had a chance, or maybe you didn't know where the introduce yourself discussion post is before, like I was saying, it's a great place to say hi to your fellow students. I always like to share a little slide that says what you can talk about in it. Sometimes people aren't quite sure what to talk about. Just say maybe where you're located, what your major is, if you had any prior experience with Illustrator. But I just also want to make sure that everyone has Illustrator installed on their machine. So please make sure, if you haven't yet, to go up to the Creative Cloud icon. You can go to All Apps. Illustrator is right up here at the top. And if it hasn't been installed, it will have, I don't know if I have any that I haven't installed yet. Apparently I have everything installed on my machine. It should have, I believe, a blue install button. Make sure that you install Illustrator, because that is the program that we're going to be using this mod. Due dates. This is important. So assignments and assessments are due each week, Saturday at midnight. You need to communicate if your work is going to be late. Week 4 cannot be submitted late, because the course will turn into a pumpkin at midnight. It will close out. It will not let you upload. Tears will be shed. Emails will be sent. So please make sure you are doing everything you can to have your week 4 work in on time. If something is ever going to prevent you from getting your work in, email us, text us, especially week 4. If something happens and you're trying to upload and it doesn't go through, email the work to me. As long as it is in my email in the morning, I will make sure it gets graded and that it gets accepted. You just gotta do it immediately. Don't wait for me to reach out to you On Sunday, after the course closes, I'll just assume that you didn't do the work. Your original discussion post is due Wednesday at midnight, and you need to respond to 2 fellow students by Saturday. Late discussion posts and late assignments, they only stay open for 1 week and then they close out. So please make sure that you check and see what the dates are in the course. You can check that just by clicking on your assignment. For week 1, you can see when it's going to be open until. It's available November 25th until December 7th. So it's open for another 13 days because it's open for 2 weeks total. So be aware of that. This is our schedule. Starting next week, you will be back in Laura's Zoom room. But live sessions are Tuesdays at 11:30 a.m. and multi-sessions are Friday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. So the multi-sessions are open for you to come in if you're having any assignment problems, any questions. We hold the live sessions early in the week and then a multi-session at the end of the week. It gives you ample time during the week to get your assignments done and get them in. If you need any outside help, I am here to help. The Student Success Center is open and they are here to help. There's no appointment necessary with the Student Success Center. You can go in and get the help that you need right then if I'm not available and if Laura is not available. If you feel like you need a schedule, I always feel like I need a schedule. I schedule everything. So here's a great schedule to try to follow. And I did post this in the announcements as well. You know, by Monday, get in there, do a daily checkpoint, read the discussion board, see what it is that you are going to be talking about this week. Check your grades, you know, if you're in week 2, 3, or 4, and then look at the instructor's notes to see what it is that might be able to be fixed for you to resubmit and get a higher grade. Tuesday, again, daily checkpoint, go to the live lecture. Check your email daily. Wednesday, do that first discussion board post is due. Make sure you have that done and your daily checkpoint. On Thursday and Friday, start working on those assignments and assessments. Thursday, if you posted on Wednesday, Thursday you can go in and do the 2 classmate posts. Friday, there's open multi-session. And then Saturday, everything is due at 11:59 Mountain Time. And again, check your announcements every day. The only thing that has to be done every day is a daily checkpoint. And Sunday, you can have the day off. Easy peasy. Here is the multi-session and SSC calendar. So you can see that there is so much time available. I haven't even gotten finished putting my hours in. But when I do, I will update it and I will keep this in the announcements as well with a link, so the link will continuously update. So I have put in the Student Success Center hours. I have put in each of the multi-session times. Everything is Mountain Time in here. And I have also gone in and put in when the last day of the mod is. Like I said, I have to edit some of my times. I was just trying to get this done quickly before our live lecture. But when I do have it finished, I will share it again. Whoops, I meant to say 103, not 104. All right, so how are you going to succeed in this course? That's everyone's question ultimately, right? I want to do well, I want to get a good grade, and I want to hurry up, make my way through, get my degree, and get out into the field. That really is our end goal when we're going to school. So here's how to succeed. Number 1, read the announcements. I cannot stress this enough. We don't see you in a physical classroom. So this is really one of the only ways that we can communicate with you. The announcements contain pertinent information, links, reminders, scheduling, chunked up videos from me that will help you do your homework. I mean, what more do you want, right? Everything that you can possibly find will be in the announcements. Remember to participate in the discussion board each week. The discussion is worth 60 points each week. So those points really do rack up. So if you miss every single discussion post, let's say, there's almost no way that you can get an A in the class. Seriously. 60 points is 60 points. That's a lot of points to miss each week. Make sure that you're completing your assignments on time, because if we miss week 1, well, then we're late going into week 2. If we're late going into week 2, we're late going into week 3. If we're late going into week 3, everything starts to snowball in week 4. Don't let it stress you out. Don't let it snowball. Just try and schedule yourself. Make sure you're doing those daily checkpoints each day. I have seen students lose an entire letter grade because they were missing the daily checkpoints. Attend the live sessions. If you can't come live, I completely get it, but make sure that you're watching the recordings, because we're going to be demonstrating on how to do your assignments each week. Come to the multi-session if you have any questions. We can take a look at your work, make sure that you're on the right page. Reach out if you need help. We can't help you if we don't hear from you. So remember, communication is key. All right, so I always like to share this because people go, "Ah," when they see the toolbar, and I do the same thing. I get it. The toolbars can look really overwhelming, but don't worry, we're not going to be using all of these. Know why? Because I've been an Illustrator for over 20 years, and there are some tools in the toolbar that I have legitimately just never used. And the reason why is I just haven't had a need to. So Adobe has this way of just giving us lots of things, because it looks like, look at all of these things that we have given to you. Give us your money. And, for some of us who've been working in Adobe for over 20 years, we're like, that's great, Adobe, but simmer down. Because we know that there are lots of tools, but we've also been getting along just fine with 45 as opposed to 450. So don't be overwhelmed when you see the toolbar. All right, so we kind of went over already the best ways to get a hold of us. I showed you where you can install Illustrator, the graphic arts community, the GAC. If you haven't gone in there yet, or you haven't been in there lately, there's tons of great resources in there, so please use it. Again, do those, the daily checkpoints. Make sure you check the announcements, and make sure you're watching the lynda.com videos that are shared. We went over the discussion when they're due. So each discussion post needs to be a substantive post, which is at least 150 words and 1 citation. Just put in the link. As long as you have the link in there, I don't need any fancy formatting. Just to know that you had the link, that is fine. Do not plagiarize. That should just be a given. And again, we not only accept, but we encourage revisions and resubmissions of your projects, because you're learning. That's the best way to learn, is to try it, submit it, see what the feedback is, and then try it again. And then the assessments are considered tests. They're to assess your understanding. So coaches can show you the tools, but we can't help you do the assessment for that reason. But I do share lots of videos that show how to do the assessment, so don't worry. And then again, those daily checkpoints, please do not forget. Make sure to keep up with the class. I shared a good schedule. So before we get into going over our discussion prompt and going over our assignment, are there any questions before we go any further? And yes, a lot of the tools can be used the same way. Exactly. That's a great way to put it when it comes to that toolbar. So if we don't have any other questions, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stop this recording and I am going to chunk this up so when you want to go back and watch it on your own, you can get to just the discussion portion, just the the assignment portion. So it should make it a little bit easier to go back and rewatch today. So I'm just going to stop this recording and I'll start it back up. And for those of you who are watching at home, please go to the next link.